It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Washington.
Harrison Beavis on the 4.
And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To the air goes Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds right around the 20. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard
Charles, it's early,
line.
but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. He'll pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot in the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
60 Eagles, 60.
Here's Daniels. Now he'll tuck this, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay,
following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 79, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Now Daniels. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Here we go. 180.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here. Because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Will go down as a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Dragon 60. 70 Rangers. 70. Come on. 19 Lions. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your two current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go. Right 80. Right shot. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. But he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They felt they've got it not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
I'm one. Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Can. 11. Shot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. And now Burrow not enamored with the formation. Instead, he'll signal for a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining. here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Thomas. Gun. Stop.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. 180.
Here's Burrow. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
180. Stop.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
12.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch of the game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a first down.
Here we go. 11. Right in. Stop.
Hands it off out of the game. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
On 2, ready?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Gun. Stop. Right in. Stop.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
To throw is Daniels. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
19, 18. Mustang 19. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Tackled there by Jordan Battle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Washington first down.
On the set. Cardinal.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down and 8.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
To kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd and 10.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Let's get set. Wide 80, 11, 11.
And Burrow going to throw again. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
I'm fine, ready?
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
11, 11, 11. Big 13. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11, Thomas.
They're going to try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring.
Shamar Stewart able to record his 5th sack of the season. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Though certainly in a pickle here, they have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jalen Lane in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Commanders 38, Bengals nothing. Harrison Mevis to kick off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
11, 11, 11. Here we go, here we go. 180.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
Thomas. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground, DJ Giddens. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well. And we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
6 yards.
What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Eleven. Let's get set. Hey, can. 11, shot.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are able to claw one back. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
11 MT.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Commanders 38, Bengals 6.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Washington going to send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals take over first and 10.
31-yard line.
On two.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Wide 80, 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Ready? 60, go.
Here's Daniels. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and 5. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45.
12, 12, 12.
They'll look to throw here. Now Burrow loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Harrison Davis on for the field goal.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Can. 11, 11, 11, 11. Don.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This is 2nd and 8.
Gun.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That's good.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Burrow will throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score. Commanders 41. Bengals 13. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Warriors 70, Cougar 19.
Daniels looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Come on. 19-18.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now Daniels going to keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you definitely can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point up and through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Bengals 13.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. fights through the contact. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Watch out. 11. Check. 11.
A final shot now for Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Commanders, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals,